Oh, good morning, everybody. Good evening, whatever the time is in your place. I was trying to think of today. I was going to go outside and do some videoing real quick and kind of tell you guys what's been going on. But it is super windy out there today. It's like 40, 45 miles per hour winds. It is just absolutely horrible. So, hey, for you new people that maybe just dropped by to check out the show, I am Daddy Cornstar. You can call me DC, and Mama Cornstar and me are doing these videos. If you want to see us actually working on the farm and doing things like that, go over to my son's channel, Cole the Cornstar. He's got the main channel. We do all the work. Otherwise, if you want to see my younger son Cooper on his channel too, he's called the Golden Mullet. So magic mullet. So he doesn't have gold hair, but magic mullet is what he's on. So just walking around today, and somebody asked me, Daddy Cornstar, when you were little, did you do anything really crazy as a little child? Yes, I did. And I'm going to tell you the story, and it's kind of hilarious. Maybe some of you won't think it's that funny, but I was little. I was probably 4 years old, I'm thinking. But my babysitter, she lived in the bottom of a funeral home. And during the day, sometimes the good children and stuff got to go up and help her vacuum and get ready for funerals, visitations, things like that. And I don't know, something about the funeral home. I just absolutely loved it up there. So I would sometimes run the little vacuum cleaner. Probably did a horrible job, but I was looking around as I always liked to go by the caskets, look at the wood and, the different designs. And as I would go by, sometimes you'd try to look in. Sometimes there'd be a body in there. And, as a little kid, it was just something very fascinating. I don't know why. I suppose that's kind of weird to a lot of you. But anyhow, one day, my mother dropped me off. And the lady that babysitted me, she was a taller lady and she was strong. When you're just a little grasshopper and you're looking up, she was a big lady to me, strong lady, and she did not take crap, and you obeyed, and she had rules, and, we didn't think any difference. That was her house. She made us mind, and I tell you what, if you were being a little butt, it wasn't uncommon for a little smack, ow, oh, that hurt. But, we lived through it, and we probably learned a lot from it. Anyhow, one day, my mom dropped me off, and I see Bonnie was her name. She was out hanging up clothes. And I trotted by her. And I thought she seen me, but I opened up the sliding doors and went into the house. And a bunch of the kids were playing and stuff. And I kind of looked around for a minute. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to go up and check out the funeral home. So I opened up the little doors. And we weren't supposed to go up there ever without permission or being led up there. That was the rules. I was a rule breaker that day, so anyhow, I opened up the door, I closed the door, and I ran up the little stairs, opened up the door to the funeral home part, and I looked around, and the lights were out, and the sun was coming through the windows, and it was quiet. So I'm looking around up there, just all at once I realized there was a body in a casket. So kind of went over and looked at it for a little bit, and the person had glasses on, and I don't know. I didn't like them, I guess, being probably 4 years old. So I trotted back downstairs, and this is where the things probably didn't turn too great for the rest of the kids in the house. And if any of them kids are watching this video, I apologize now. At the time I was little, I didn't know how to say sorry for getting all your butts beat. But anyhow, I ran downstairs, and we had these big green sunglasses, the great big round ones that look like bug eyes. I grabbed them, and I ran up there, and ladies in the casket, and I apologize to the family too. If any of the family member, if that was your mother or loved one laying there and you heard the story. But I run up, and I take the glasses off, and I put these big sunglasses on her. They looked awesome. So anyhow, I went out the side door of the funeral home, and I walked back up, and I went down the hill, and Bonnie was still hanging up clothes, and I trotted up behind her, and she goes, "Hey, hi, how you doing?" And she gave me my morning hug, and she was happy to see me, and she asked if I'd carry in the clothes basket. So I did, and I'm all happy and proud, and we go in the house, and I don't know, we had a little snack, and all the kids, we were kind of playing, and it was movie time, so we're all watching a movie, and it was probably 2 hours after, but all at once we hear this guy just yelling, and he comes stomping down the stair steps, and my heart's beating, and I think my shirt was just a throbbing, and I don't know if I could sweat back then, but if I did, I'm sure sweat was running down my forehead. And Bonnie got out and went to the door. What's going on? So the guy was yelling, come upstairs with me. So Bonnie went upstairs, and I'm like, oh, I'm dead, I'm dead. But Bonnie comes down, and she was furious. She wanted to know who put them sunglasses on the lady that was passed away. Everybody's screaming, not I, not I. She was going to kill somebody. I mean, there was no ifs, ands about it. I'm just sitting there, my eyes are bugged straight ahead, and she told me to go in the other room because I was not there when this took place. She thought when I came in the backyard and helped her, that's when she thought I arrived. So she told me to go in the other room, and I go in the other room, and I could hear the yelling, and I heard a couple butt swacks and screaming, and then all at once got quiet, and she came in the other room, and she said she was going to make lunch, and I could help her, and oh, she was really nice to me, but you could tell she was upset. None of the kids there that day got to do any playing. They had to stay sitting down on this couch all day long, and she kept asking, who did it? Not I, not I, not I. But long story short, later on, I got to go up and help the guy vacuum and stuff for being a good kid, and you know, now that I look back, I feel bad and stuff, but I was little. I was just little, and I didn't want to die. So anyhow, that was something that happened back then. All right, reading the comments. Jacob asked, and I don't know how old you are. I'm taking it you're a young boy, but asked if I had any advice to get started in farming. And you know, me and Cole were actually having a talk with this the other day with a guy that was down here by the name of Scott. We were talking, you know, would anybody actually be able to get in farming nowadays without farming help, parents in it, or a relative or something? But then it came to us. We actually got a good friend that he raised his own money at a young age. I think he's 22 years old now. He bought his first farm. And so main thing is, do not give up on your dreams. Do not give up on your dreams. Work hard. My advice to you, if you're not around farming family and stuff, and I probably take it that you are since you're watching me, visit with friends, neighbors. If you got some people that you know that farm and could use a little extra help, volunteer to get in there, help them and stuff. Down the road, they might be saying, you know what, Jacob, we need some help here. Would you like to join us on the farm? And then down the road, you know, maybe they would be able to get you some farm ground or something rented. I don't know all the answers in there, but you do got to go for your dream. And that was any job. You just got to give it y'all. Keep looking around, ask. I got a friend in high school when he graduated. He actually went to college, Iowa State in Ames. And he answered an ad for a husband and wife that only had daughters, and they were looking for a young man to come into their operation. They let him move into one of their houses. He became partnership with them. Over the years, when they passed away, the daughters keep renting him. Joe's his name. So Joe got in the door that way. Things are very possible. So just keep your eyes open and do a lot of talking.
Oh, what do we have here? Looks like Daddy Cornstar's camera. We could do some damage on this channel. But I'm not going to. Dad just forgot to record an ending. So this is the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.